It's so amazing. It's so amazing.
What kind of game is this? We even thugs now, okay to snitch. Breaking bread with the feds, getting their partners clipped. No truth to me and you, what the gang would do. Turn love into hate, into pistol play. When we were broke, having loyalty was never in question. But when the money came in, we no longer be friends. Damn, to think I even clown my lady. When she was saying you was shady, I was calling her crazy. You started filling out the packs, went behind my back. Pillow talking to the rats like it wouldn't get back. If my love wasn't real, I'd have killed you, nigga. And on my word, when nobody would have found you, nigga. I'm still trying to figure where we went wrong. All them years going wrong. What's the business on? When your daddy left, mama didn't love you enough. When I took you in, what? I didn't get you enough. Or the pressure getting to your head, women in power, snorting that powder, stripped the soldier, braided you as a cow. Now forever let the block see you just as you are. Another broken down snitch getting bombed. Look at Trick now.
Time to show one day. Are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know smiling in your face. To take your heart away. Time to show one day. Are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know who's smiling in your face.
I never wanted to listen to my ambition. I was destined to hustle. Seeing you struggle as a mother justified my purpose. From the promises my daddy made, lusting and crave. It's the reason why I'm here today. God is great. I went to prison and it broke your heart, leaving you scarred behind bars, reminiscing as I sat in the dark. I remember when you found drugs under my bed and put the skillet to my head, screaming I'll be dead. I used to steal from your purse, such a hardly jerk, and sneak my friends in the house while you slave at work. Burning with gangs, kept the cops shots coming over the house, and you never once thought of even throwing me out. I asked why do you love and put up with me? Her response is my love died won't be me. You don't hurt enough to understand the things you do. When you died, I was ruined, left in nothing but ruins. I promise to be the man mama seen in me, and I hope she looking from heaven smiling down on me. Dear Lord, let my mama know I'm proud of her, and I apologize for everything I did to her.
Time to show one day, are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know, smiling in your face, to take your heart away. Time to show one day, are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know who's smiling in your face.
A message to the man who killed my brother Eddie, now his son is buried, and the daughter grieved never to embrace her daddy. Did you even stay to look in his eyes before he died? As the tear fell, asking you why. What harm could he have done? Been retarded for life, could read or write, let alone stand and ground and fight. You could've just beat him up, put him down to something, rather than shoot him down like an animal hunted. Gun possess power in the hands of cowards. They killing no young, reputation more than crumbs. Material thing can always be replaced with weight. You can never replace the life that was taken away. I hope you see it faith forever every day that you sleep. And it hunts you to insanity to never have peace. So you can look into the mirror without tearing it out. Something to think about, and you ain't safe in your own house. Carry the curse that come with death when they meet at your steps. Bury everything you love as a token of us. And my last decree from this epitome I spit in your face. You are disgrace and the cancer the grace.
Time to show one day, are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know, smiling in your face, to take your heart away. Time to show one day, are people really what they say? You'll be surprised to know who's smiling in your face. This is why.
If you ain't spent 100 stacks in 1 month, don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear you speak nothing about no females. If you ain't had 2, 3, 4 of them all agree to each other. Last thing I want to hear about you being some type of shooter. I go to war without even stepping on the battlefield. Saying it is that jewelry I wear, feed your family for the rest of your life. It ain't even showcase the jewelry. It's that Sam type of hard work.
I get more paper than yo, I got more shooters than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more L. I get more paper than yo, I got more shooters than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more L. I get more paper than yo, I got more shit than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more paper than yo, I got more shit than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo. Long enough I be virgin, keep it cute about me when I'm urgent. Shoot a smack and drop it like surgeon. Jewelry glow so much I be glowing. See, I got more paper than yo, I got more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I got more shooters than yo. Now I got haters and all mad at me cause I refuse to be and not obsolete to that cabbage. I'm a savage strapped with that matic, think it get tragic, y'all don't want static. And talk about riding good, but most of you out here ain't eating good. These ticks and these I be on my wood, I'm right before them, they wish they could. I'm in foreign, she employing, got me working till the morning. I be thugging, trigger hugging, so don't play me, I'm my money. I got shooters, executing, try to warrior, let's not do this. She ain't worth it, are you worth it? This is worthless, are you worthless? Gotta get this bread, these fans and haters won't shut me down. You could be big, broke, dead broke, no joke, but look at me now. To them come and get me, Milwaukee, you with me, I got rolling jewelry, cars, and soldier foreigns, baddest women around. I get more paper than yo, I got more shooters than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more L. I get more paper than yo, I got more shooters than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more L. I get more paper than yo, I got more shit than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo, I get more paper than yo, I got more shit than yo, I get more women than yo, I got more jewelry than yo. prescription. Over 7, 8 women that I'm in love with. I'm feeling the trap money, hoping they give me some rap money. But they can't do me real funny, cause I refuse to be phony. Back to the block, open up shop, there go the cops. I gotta stop before I get knocked. Hands on the clock, it go big and it pop. I ain't got no record deal, life insurance on me. I'm a hood nigga so far, yeah, then blood money on me. I got 7 kids, 5 baby mamas. Man, my life's so full of drama. Even had to put down a mama, holding me from trying to stop the drama. Money gone soon as I make it. Man, the brother just trying to make it. Cops see me and try to take it. Asking me if I can show some papers. Like, is this your car? Is this your truck? Your diamond cost what? You got like how much? The white girls I would. I see you came up from doing just what? You better speak up. How much for the rims? How much for the paint? You breaking the bank? I know that you can't afford what I see you guys want. You guys more than you show them this what I hold. I get more paper than you. I got more shooters than you. I get more women than you. I got more jewelry than you. I get more L. I get more paper than you. I got more shooters than you. I get more women than you. I got more jewelry than you. I get more L. I get more paper than you. I got more shit than you. I get more women than you. I got more jewelry than you. I get more paper than you. I got more shit than you. I get more women than you. I got more jewelry than you.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Shouts out to the Gavel Gang. Shouts out to the One United Front. Shouts out to all my supporters. Shouts out to the moderators in the building, man. Peace and blessing to all. Christ is King and will continue to rule, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? So today we're gonna talk about some things, man. I got a special guest. Don't even worry about being swayed. I got something for him. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow though. Gotta do my Bible study tonight. I got a special guest I'm gonna bring on to the platform, man. He's been a good friend of mine, man, for a couple years now. Some of y'all may know this brother, some of y'all may not. Go by the name of Israel Doctrine. He do a lot of debates. He do a lot of teaching and things. And we're gonna talk about some things tonight. We're gonna talk about tonight, this afternoon. We're gonna talk about some things this afternoon. He gonna give us some insight on some things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna address some things. I'm gonna be learning just as y'all. With no further ado, let me bring my guests on, man. Let me bring my guests on. Israel, how you doing, brother? I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. There you go.
Hear me now, right?
There you go. How you doing, brother?
How you doing? How you doing, man? What's up to everybody out there in the chat? Dollar, Nerd.
Oh, you know them?
Yeah, everybody that showed up.
Okay.
For me and everybody that don't know me, welcome to you all too. How y'all doing?
Okay, no doubt. So let's get going. Let's get right off into this. Israel Doctrine, for those who don't know, do the name represent something? What do it mean?
Well, Israel Doctrine is simply the doctrine that belongs to the God of Israel. The God of Israel name is Israel, as well as other names, but Israel is one of his names. He named his people after him. You know, you got people say they Hebrew Israelites, but God's name is not Hebrew. Okay. And it's not Israelite, it's Israel. So his people is the nation of Israel. He's the God of Israel, and that's their doctrine. They gave it to the Gentiles and the rest of the world, and the rest of the world and ran with it. So as you got Israel Doctrine and Israel Doctrine reloaded on YouTube, I'm reloading the doctrine into the matrix. That's all.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, so let's get right off into this. You got to bring us up on the Afrika Bambaataa situation, because I don't really know. I don't know nothing about. Is that a person, a group? Like, what is it?
Well, Afrika Bambaataa is one of the Trinities. You know what the Trinity is, right? Just in basic Christianity, you got the Trinity. It's the three parts of God or whatever, however they say it or whatever. I'm not here to diss it, but I'm just making that point. So the Trinity of hip hop is Kool Herc, Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash. So who is Bambaataa? Is he the Father? Is he the Son? Or is he the Holy Spirit? Quote unquote in the Trinity.
That's how they look at it. They look at themselves like that.
Yes, they are the Trinity. Afrika Bambaataa, Kool Herc, and Grandmaster Flash. You didn't watch the next flick? Next flick had a flick on it. Nas was the co-manager of the flick and everything, and they was talking about what was the name of it? Let me look, see if anybody put it in the chat. But it was what was the name of that flick? I can't think of it right now.
But Netflix did what they did, like a Netflix documentary movie on them or something.
Yeah, it was Get Down or something like that, and it was documenting the history of hip hop. But when it got to the Afrika Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, Bronx River Projects, it happened to disappear off of Netflix. They cut it off. It was called Get Down.
Okay. So, but they on record actually, is this like actually documented that they looked at as being some type of hip hop trinity?
Yeah, it was in the movie. They showed a picture of them in the clouds. Afrika Bambaataa, Kool Herc, and Grandmaster Flash. That's the Trinity. And they showed the history of how what we know as hip hop came about with these two. And they mixtapes, they DJ mixtapes going around and stuff. And that started it. But when the Zulu Nation started, hey, it was something different.
Now, was they a group, or was they three different groups or three different individuals? Was they together? Was they divided? Or did it just happen to be three guys who were doing hip hop and that's who get the credit for being the father of hip hop? Like, what were they?
Well, I like the fact that you don't know that much about this, so you asking the proper questions to get the answer out of me. But no, all of them was three different DJs.
Oh, they were DJs.
Yeah, Kool Herc is the DJ. Grandmaster Flash is the one that turntablism was birthed out of. And Bambaataa just had all the records. So all these three different individuals did they party jams, they park jams and everything. Kool Herc really started it all. Then the other two came along later on.
Where all three of them from?
Well, Bambaataa from Bronx River Projects. Kool Herc, I can't remember exact. And Grandmaster Flash, I can't remember exact. I'm not there.
East Coast, they East Coast, New York, like
they from New York City.
Okay.
New York started hip hop.
Okay.
In the Bronx, where in the barrows of New York is where hip hop was birthed.
Okay.
On Cedric Avenue up there. Now I do know a little hip hop history, but you know, I haven't spoken on hip hop in a long time, so I'm kind of ignorant of certain things, I will admit.
Okay. All right, so let's get off into it. So you've been speaking on the Afrika Bambaataa situation. Open us up to that. Like, give us some background on that.
Well, in 2013.
Okay.
Significant date. Simply stated, but it's a significant date.
Okay.
April the 1st, which is April Fool's Day, 2013, Afrika Bambaataa was reported to have date raped a young man. Not just date rape, but drug-induced date raped a young man. That's what I point out to people. That's my narrative. It came out in 2013. Star, Troy Terrain, from Star and Buck in the Morning, New York.
I know who Star is.
Right. He brought it out, and he ran with it like he was the first one to bring it out. But through my research, because you know I'm in that community that do research and stuff.
Okay.
Due to my research, I found the guy that brought it out first.
You found the guy who actually really bought it out first?
And listen, I'm giving you the play because we talked about it, but you never asked these questions, so I never gave you the full out. And I'm also doing an audio documentary over on Israel Doctrine Reloaded.
Okay.
If you want to be a part of that, listen to it and get caught up. Come on over. So I was looking around. I said, start and do this. So I found the guy. Then I said, the guy was an ex-Hebrew Israelite. He was an ex-Hebrew Israelite. He used to be a part of the Yahweh Ben Yahweh camp.
The guy who actually first cracked the story.
Right.
Okay.
And the guy that first cracked the story, being an ex-Hebrew Israelite, he's not just that. He's a writer for Straight Stun Magazine. DJ K. Slay, Straight Stun Magazine. I guess we know who DJ K. Slay is, right?
Yeah, I know who that is.
But that's not all. He's a federal informant.
The guy who broke the story.
The guy that broke the story is a federal informant. You know, like Jay-Z and Miss Perez and all that, and Donald Trump partner and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, DJ K. Slay has a writer for his magazine that he gave the story to. So the first person to break the story is DJ K. Slay. He told his writer, and his writer wrote up an article on it. And when he wrote up the article, it went out there in the Webosphere. And once it was out there, it started moving. The Zulus had to answer to it because it was out there. So, as you can see, this is not about Hassan. I'm not talking about Hassan on my channel. I'm not doing a documentary on Hassan Campbell. Everybody is a Hassan Campbell fan. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the boy that was drug induced April the 1st, 2013, and possibly didn't make it out the apartment. Was murdered by Afrika Bambaataa and Ahmed Henderson, his karate friend. They was both in the apartment. And all we know is they went to the hospital stabbed up because they was fighting against the young man. Now, did they kill the young man? I don't know. Did the young man survive? I don't know. But after that incident in 2013, forgive me, in 2013, we got more information about the young man that got drug-induced date rape. And that information was, they put a hit out on him. They was going to take the young man's life. So
why were they going to take his life? Because he was going to come out exposing what they did to him?
Well, the thing is, it's two stories out there. We got to deal with them. One of them is the young man was fighting in the apartment, may have never made it out the apartment. The other story that he was going to be killed or murdered by Hassan, the name that keep popping up, by Hassan Campbell, that came out as, I believe, a cover-up. See, they was covering up what Bam and Ahmed did.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
So Hassan Campbell and Ron Savage, who first came out, Ron Savage, then Star forced Hassan Campbell out by playing this audio video that he made on Facebook. He made a video saying Bam raped him, and they wouldn't get him out the apartment and stuff when he was a young boy. So what happened?
So Hassan did a video on Facebook alleging that Afrika Bambaataa had raped him. And
yeah.
But what about the apartment? He couldn't get out, you said?
Well, he was making a plea to the Zulus and the rest of the world. Really, on his Facebook page, he only got Zulu friends. Okay. So what he was doing, he was crying out to the Zulus and saying, why is Afrika Bambaataa down in Washington, D.C. with Louis Farrakhan doing the Million Man March, but he's a child molester.
Right.
He molested the boy 2013, drug-induced molested the boy, maybe didn't let the boy out the apartment, took his life in the apartment, or we got to cover it up now. So that's what's going on. The boy either died April the 1st, 2013, or he made it out the apartment, and Bambaataa gave Hassan Campbell a picture and told him, I need you to off this guy.
So have anybody heard from the guy?
Well, I'm kind of famous due to the fact that I called the FBI on Hassan live on YouTube.
Did you for real?
Yes, most people may have not heard it or not, but they have stated it. Hassan wanted the world to know, so he's been saying it. He didn't stop saying it because he don't want to give me no publicity. You know, he got like 300K subscribers, and he don't want my name to come up over there.
Why did you call the FBI on him for?
Because Star Troy Terrain,
okay,
Kev Gills, Khalil Money, the guy that came out with the article first, DJ K. Slay, writer, was playing with the boy name and identity and stuff. So my movement, I started a movement.
The missing guy who supposedly.
Yeah, I started a movement asking what happened to the boy.
Okay.
Right? And so Star Troy Terrain did a show one night. He did it on a Sunday, and I called the feds on the Monday.
Okay.
He was doing a show and saying, you can't be down with me and my clique, because you know they call the Snitch Network. You do know that, right?
No.
Yes, Star Troy Terrain and his network is called the Snitch Network. He promotes snitching. He's basically what you call in modern day the cops. You know how you join the cops and they got this little call the cops and stuff. That's what he promotes.
So is this name what people calling him, or he actually said himself too?
He has a network on YouTube called the Snitch Network.
Oh, so he actually have his own network that he actually owning up to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Proudly. The haters say he hates everybody and he would snitch and he would tell it. So he was like, you can't be a part of what I'm doing over here about this Afrika Bambaataa thing if you're not willing to snitch or tell the police or whatever, right? So I'm sitting up here watching this, and I got a movement calling the movement is called What Happened to the Boy? And they playing with the boy name and identity and stuff. So I felt some kind of way.
Okay, yeah. So you listening to the story, watching it, and you hearing about this young guy who may have been drugged and raped, who speculation still is, did he get out of the apartment or did he die in the apartment? Because the boy is missing, but the boy is missing, but the question is, did he get out of the apartment, or did he die in the apartment because he couldn't get out, or is he missing somewhere and nobody can find him?
Did Hassan kill him? Because Hassan said live on Queen's Flip episode 29 that he was one of the soldiers that was supposed to kill the boy.
Okay, so the boy was given a date rape drink and was supposed to have been molested, allegedly.
He was drug induced. He may have crystal meth stuff stuck up his butt, because that's what the homosexual community do. They take crystal meth and stick it up your butt so it can get into your blood streams
quicker. Okay. Well, in order for it to get to that point, wouldn't he have the okay.
I don't know. No, I wasn't there, so I can't. All I'm saying is he was drug induced. He may have some crystal meth stuck up his tail. He may have some drugs in his drink. He may have smoked some crack with him. He could have did anything to be induced by drugs.
But how will we know if the boy was drug induced if the boy cannot be found?
Because DJ K. Slay, who also is a trafficker, that's more. You got to come over to my channel and hear me pull out all the details. But DJ K. Slay, stated by Khalil Money, his writer, used to go get kids, young boys, for Afrika Bambaataa so he can do his pederasty and stuff.
Okay. So there's a boy who nobody can find, but the story break out about the young guy. This is what I'm getting. So the story break out about this young guy who may have been drug induced by Afrika Bambaataa. Now I heard of some of this stuff, but I don't know the full story. Now you spoke about a stabbing that was supposed to took place. Was that when the boy allegedly probably came to?
Yeah, he came through, and Bambaataa was blowing up his battleship, you know, and so he started stabbing him with what I don't know. It's been a lot of stories that it was a knife, it was scissors. This is it's two narratives out there. I've been running the narrative for the longest, and Sonetta, Star, Khalil Money, Layla Wells, who produced the documentary, and all these people has created another narrative.
Okay, now who's this information you getting? Who's telling this story?
Hassan, Sonetta, Khalil Money.
So you put everything together. You putting everything together.
Right. I'm taking all the stuff that I done heard,
right,
and I put it together. And then once I put it together and say, look, people, this is the way it should be. This is how they should tell it. And once I did that, you know what happened? Another story came out.
Okay. Now, so I'm looking at people in the comments too, talking about it, who was aware of this information in the story, and they're giving some pointers. Okay.
Really happened.
Hello.
And he gave me the picture.
To go to audio right here that I will tell you all, well, good majority of what I built off of. Right. This is Hassan Campbell here speaking himself.
After Bam got out of the hospital to figure out what really happened, and he gave me the picture of a light-skinned Puerto Rican little boy that looked just like me as a kid. And he gave me that picture because I was going to be the one who killed that boy for Afrika Bambaataa.
That's Hassan Campbell himself.
Okay. So according to him, this kind of crazy a little bit, because I heard some of the story, because Afrika Bambaataa was supposed to have raped him too a little, right?
Right.
Okay.
He was a willing participant. He was a willing participant. He called it rape.
Right. And I never heard that audio you just played, but it stick out to me. That's crazy. Right. He said Bam was in the hospital. Now this is after the stabbing.
Yes, he was in the hospital. The NOI came to the hospital. Seen Afrika Bambaataa, found out what was going on, and they left. I'm gone, man. We're not dealing with this.
The who came to the hospital?
The NOI, the Nation of Islam, the Fruit of Islam.
Oh, FOI. I know exactly who they are.
Yeah, the FOI is a portion of the NOI, so I just said NOI. But yeah, Fruit.
That's the security.
The Fruit showed up because they're a security company.
Right. So they're part. So if the Nation of Islam also a part of the Afrika Bambaataa?
They're black nationalists.
Okay.
And Bambaataa has Zulu members in the nation.
Right.
And some nation people may be in the Zulu nation. So
But Afrika Bambaataa is the leader?
Yes. Afrika Bambaataa has been leading since the 80s, at least the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Afrika Bambaataa has been running the Zulu nation.
Okay, so let me get off into this. So you just played the audio clip of Hassan, right? Hassan Campbell. Am I pronouncing his name right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you just played an audio of Hassan Campbell saying, okay, now I heard, because I was on sometimes I make appearances on Sonetta channel and do debates and things like that. And every now and then, because I'm subscribed to this channel, things will pop up. And I actually heard a little bit of the back and forth between him and Hassan Campbell, but I didn't really go into depth following that stuff because I ain't really a big internet type person. But watch this. So as I'm listening to that clip you just played, he said out of his mouth Bambaataa showed him a picture of a light-skinned Puerto Rican boy that looked like him. He used the word "look like him." That looked like him. That he was supposed to have killed.
He said he was gonna kill that boy for Bambaataa.
Okay, now hold on. How old is this?
This is 3 years old. 99, 2000, and this year. It's 3 years old, or maybe 4.
Hold on, wait, you just lost me. I said how old is this? You said 99?
Oh, my bad. Let me see. What we in 2021, right?
Yeah.
So 2020 and 2019.
Okay, 2019. Okay. I'm talking about, okay, let me rephrase this question because I'm trying to follow this. The stabbing happened when? When did the stabbing happen? Which is actually probably around
2013 is when he date raped the boy and the boy stabbed him and he went to the hospital.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's been in the news. They talked about it. Everybody agreed that Afrika Bambaataa got stabbed. Ron Savage said it. Khalil Money said it. Star said it. DJ K. Slay said it. Sonetta said. Layla Wells said it. Everybody agrees that he got stabbed and he went to the hospital.
Okay, so
2013.
Okay, so he got stabbed allegedly by the guy that came to while he was sucking him off.
Yeah, while he was blowing up his battleship.
I was under the influence of some date rape Drake, terrible.
Drug.
Date rape drink, and yeah, that was crazy. Some date rape drink, and he wake up and this. I guess Afrika Bambaataa is old, like real old, right? How old you think he about at the least?
Afrika Bambaataa is
at the least
probably 70.
Damn. So he
hip hop is 50 some years old, right?
I don't even know when hip hop started, so you got me.
If people in the chat, hip hop is like 50 plus, right? And Bambaataa was at least 19 or 20 plus 50. That'll make him 70.
So he's up. Okay, so this young boy, because he's saying boy, so I'm guessing this boy was underage.
Yes, he wasn't old enough to consent to sex.
So this young boy under the age, this young Hispanic boy who looked like Hassan Campbell, according to him, under the age, wake up to getting sucked off by a 70-year-old man and then somehow commit to stabbing him. And this is why you believe he probably didn't never get out the house because nobody.
Right. Well, it was stated that Ahmed Henderson is a black belt. He got stabbed.
They saying he's 63.
Ahmed Henderson got stabbed after he tried to save Bambaataa from the initial stabbing. So the boy hit Bambaataa, stabbed Bambaataa. Bambaataa yelled and screamed. Then Ahmed Henderson, who's a black belt, breaks in. Hey, what the hell going on? And he started fighting the boy. So now you got Afrika Bambaataa.
I get where you at. It's starting to lock in a little bit. So you got a guy who known for, now he's supposed to be a black belt or something?
Yeah, he knows karate. He's supposed to have trophies and stuff. He know how
so he
do all the martial arts things.
And that's right up his alley. That's right up his alley on something like that. Plus, you also got Afrika Bambaataa and probably whoever else in the facility that's with Afrika Bambaataa all against this young teenager. Or
Afrika Bambaataa and Ahmed Henderson.
Okay.
Now, we don't know if he was drinking something. All we know is he was induced by some type of drug. Now he induced, he's stabbing.
Right.
He got two grown men. Young boy got two grown men that can handle him.
Right. Okay. Now it's all starting to make sense. I get what you're saying. So okay, so based upon all the credible witnesses that gave part of this story, so they all agreed that Bambaataa may have been. Hold on a second. Talk to the people one just so I can give my door so that they can know what's going on.
All right. So what's going on, people, is Hassan Campbell told the audio story that you just heard. But he told it a different way on Queen's Flip episode 29. So when he said that, he was attacking my mother at the time. And so I didn't play the mother joke thing. Because where I'm from, we say your whole dead family. We go all the way in. But anyway, I was like, I ain't going to do that. I'm supposed to be a righteous man of God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the question about what happened to the boy. And when I break this question wide open, I'm going to destroy Hassan Campbell on YouTube. But when I started to attack Hassan Campbell, Sarnetta attacked me. Khalil Money attacked me. Layla Wells took me to court in 99. I was in court in Chicago all year for a slap case, a lying slap case, a strategic lawsuit against public participation, because I was participating in the conversation and my story made more sense than the story that they was giving. I was taken to court for a whole year. And eventually, it started in December 2018. Then it stopped 2019 in December. She said, I don't want to pursue this no more, because she came with a slap case, a lawsuit against me with false information. The judge took it and ran with it. She had me and Kev Gills. Y'all know who Kev Gills is? Going to court in Chicago. Kev Gills never showed up. I showed up because I ain't from Chicago. I was born in Chicago. My identity and all my social security, everything is in Chicago. So I don't know how they played it, but they got me to come to Chicago. I was like, I got to go defend my name. And when I showed up, the judge called Kev Gills' case first. Come here. Kevin Gillespie is his name. Come here. He won now. He's from California. He said, I ain't going to Chicago, because they was threatening this life with the GDs and the gangsters and stuff, saying when you come to Chicago, they're going to take your life. Similar to what they was telling me, that when I go back to the city of Chicago, that the gangsters was going to kill me. So I go to court. Her and the judge is arguing about the deliverance of the notice of court or whatever. Come to court, I forget what it's called. But she said you were supposed to send it by the sheriff's office. She didn't send it by the sheriff's office for me or Kevin Gillespie. So her and the judge is arguing. The judge is about to dismiss this. She say, it's one of them here though, judge, because she seen me. She know how I look. And the judge says, one of them here, why he ain't show? The reason I didn't show is because you called Kevin Gillespie case. You didn't call my case, or you didn't call me. So why I'm gonna come up there? So she said that, and the judge said, well, Mr. Davis, come here. And they filed paperwork right there in the court on me to start the case, which was bogus, because in all actuality, I wasn't summoned there and I ain't had no business being there. So why y'all calling me up to the front? Y'all ain't called my case yet and putting papers on me.
Okay, so for somebody's on my door, let me just get this together, because I'm finally getting what you're saying. It's all starting to resonate. Okay, so according to Hassan, that was a crazy statement. He said a light-skinned Hispanic boy that looked like him, he was giving a picture of. Okay, hold on. Something just ain't adding up, but I get exactly what you meaning. You're trying to say, and I get you, because I'm on the same page now. If this man was drug-induced, this young boy, but he supposed to woke up to this 60-some-year-old man sucking him off, the young boy is in an outrage, because he like, man, what's going on? And commits to stabbing this man. During the commotion, I'm going to just say the bodyguard, the karate man come in. You see this young boy with a knife fighting off Afrika Bambaataa, who is your guy, who you protect him. But the young guy, I'm pretty sure he couldn't have been big or nothing like that. He a young dude, so he probably was a little scrawny, weak little dude. But he also under the influence still because he's been drug induced, so he ain't even at full strength. But even if he probably was at full strength, could he really fight off a karate champion who got medals and all these things for combat, who trained people, along with another grown big guy? Is Afrika Bambaataa big or little?
Yeah, he looked like he about 250 plus.
Okay. So I get exactly what you mean. So according to Afrika Bambaataa, allegedly, the dude somehow ended up escaping the apartment, but you like, I don't know about that. How he even get out of there? You know what I'm saying? Got that going on. Nobody could find the boy, but the fact showing there was some type of confrontation with them and the boy, but nobody know where the boy at, which brought awareness to you. You started a movement. Where is the boy? Where is the boy? If he fighting off a child molester who got a lot of power, a lot of influence, a lot of people up under him, and the boy stabbed him up. Then you got Afrika Bambaataa in the hospital recovering from his stabs, but you got Hassan Campbell now. Okay, now here's the thing about the Hassan Campbell this confusing me. Is he grown at this time?
He's 36 years old.
He's 36 years old right now?
No, he's 44 right now.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Wait.
He's 44 right now. In 2013, he was 36.
Okay.
He was born in 77.
That's exactly what I meant. Now, this don't make no sense. So let me get this right. He's 44 years old right now.
He's the same age I am. He was born in 77, I believe.
But when this happened, he was 36. At the same time, alleged to also been raped by Afrika Bambaataa.
Alleged to be raped. No proof.
Did he say he was raped?
Yeah, he said Afrika Bambaataa molested him. He didn't say rape. He said Afrika Bambaataa molested him. He loves sucking on men, young men, to get their youth. And so he was filling up his belly. He was yummy in his tummy.
So he's admitting that Afrika Bambaataa was sucking him off too as a child.
Yeah. And then in his attack to Kev Gills, he said, I'm going to do to your son what Bam did to me. I'm going to stick heavy manhood up him. So
he said that to who?
Kev Gills, Kevin Gillespie.
Which is who?
His name is Kev Gills.
Which is
YouTuber too. He's another buddy.
What did this have to do with Afrika Bambaataa?
He felt like Kev Gills was bullying him and messing with him and making fun of the fact that Bambaataa was messing with him. So he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick heavy manhood in your child and then his son. Then he said, and your daughter, because it looked funny that he said he want to stick some heavy manhood in a young boy. So he said, I'm going to get your daughter too.
Okay, hold on, because I'm still on this Hassan Campbell thing. Okay, let's get to them, because this was confusing me. You say he's 44 now.
He's 44. He was born in 77.
Okay, I get you. And he was 30, and he was 36 years old when this was supposed to happen, the stabbing.
2013.
Where Afrika Bambaataa gave him the picture to actually kill the boy who supposed to stabbed him.
He was 36-year-old man. So people see, let's just deal with it right quick.
I'm going
people say Hassan is a victim. Do this sound like victim actions to you?
Hell
do this sound like somebody that runs with the crew?
This is exactly where I'm getting. Yeah, because this is exactly where I'm getting. First of all, if a man was raping you when you was young and you're aware that this man did this to you, why the hell is you working for him at the age of 36 years old and he was supposed to have been raping you when you was a child? How was you even to the point that you willing to kill for him as a grown man when he was supposed to have been raping you? That don't make no sense to me. That don't even line up. That sound like, you know what? See, subject like this is a little sensitive to some degree, and let me tell you why. If he was a child, sometimes mentally wise, sort of like the Michael Jackson factor. When you young like that, and a person that age, Afrika Bambaataa, with that power and influence, doing that to them young guys, mentally wise, they don't look at it as being rape if they felt they were being pleasured to the. Okay, it's certain definitions of rape. Let's just be real. Most of Michael Jackson victims didn't think they were being raped because it came with gifts and prizes and pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that they. And in different rapes where you beat and you got a knife to your throat and you threaten and you in fear for your life. This rape came as a means of attraction or wanting to be with, and you know, that type of thing. Cause that can confuse a person to the point where they don't look at it as being rape. And I'm trying to be a little bit. I'm gonna say a little bit. I'm trying to be a little bit compassionate to Hassan if he was a minor and that old man was doing that to him, and maybe his mind have to be messed up to the point where he don't look at it as being rape like that, to still be around that man grown, and it don't bother you even to the point that that same old man can believe you willing to kill for him.
But listen to yourself right now. You feeling sympathy for a 36-year-old that'll take a picture of a young man that just got drug-induced date rape to kill.
No. You misunderstood what I said. I said I'm trying to find compassion for him as a minor, as a child, not as a grown man. That's why I said a little bit.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
People was painting her son as a 13-year-old to the world. That's how Sinetta, Star, and all these people painted him, the 13-year-old victim. But he's 36-year-old. Okay. He's 36-year-olds trying to kill a minor for Afrika Bambaataa. Didn't he state out his own mouth?
That also raped you, which is crazy.
Didn't he state that out his own mouth? I was going to kill that boy for Afrika Bambaataa. So now, he's no longer a victim, but the community as a whole, due to the fact that they've been trying to close my mouth, still look at her son as a victim.
Okay, please explain to me how they trying to. Okay, wait. So let me break this down again. Okay, so I get what you said. Hassan Campbell. Now I heard him a couple times before. Like I called a couple of his shows a couple times. For what I get from his shows, a couple times I heard it, he tends to sometimes be very controversial or try to speak on real life topics. For what I'm hearing out of I don't know, man. You 36 years old. And okay. Again, hold on. I have to be careful with what I'm saying, because I don't know if he may have been aware that Afrika Bambaataa may have told him what the little boy was doing that ended up getting him stabbed. I don't know if Afrika Bambaataa may have told him, I was sucking him off and he came to and started stabbing me. Maybe he just showed him like, hey, we need to get rid of this little dude right here. And Hassan Campbell probably didn't have the knowledge of the rape. Is that true, or do you believe he had the knowledge of what had happened to Afrika Bambaataa and still wanted to kill the boy?
This is the simplicity of what's going on and why I wanted to do the interview. And if you could take that down, because the thing is, people got pity for her son. He said, I'm a rape victim. I'm a victim of rape. I'm a victim of child molestation. And the whole world said, oh, I feel for her son. Not having the whole narrative, the whole scenario. 2013, this happened. Her son knew that Bambaataa them wanted to kill the boy, killed the boy. Bambaataa either killed the boy, him and Ahmed, or the boy got loose and Bambaataa gave him a picture, kill this boy for me. So 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. 4 years later, we hear about Bambaataa molesting Ron Savage and him. Please don't show them, because like I said, once again, it's people out here with propaganda. Hassan got followers. He got damn near 300K followers that will come here and write stuff in your thing. And if you show it, they're manipulating things. And this is what I'm fighting against: manipulation of the community.
Don't worry, I can handle Hassan. No big deal. Go ahead, though. I hear you. The community has been manipulated by what I call the what I call them basically the Rico people. I'm only putting up the comments of the people that's actually backing up your story and what you say. I mean, it's all good, brother. It's your channel. I can't tell. I'm just saying, like I'm saying though, I'm putting up the comments of people that's supporting you and backing up your story. Okay, I hear you. So what's going on is here, what I done brought out has brought out a RICO case. What people are trying to do is clear Bam name, clear Hassan name, and fight against the fact that he has brought a RICO case about by saying he took a picture to murder the boy. Right. Now, in an article that's written by Vice Magazine. You know who Vice Magazine is? No. Vice Magazine is a predominant white publication, and they deal with drugs and all kind of stuff. They dealt with the General Yohana and the Black Hebrew Israelites, or ISUPK, walking around with guns and stuff. They do a lot of that stuff, right? So this guy by the name of Dave Reg wrote a story. He interviewed Hassan Campbell, Ron Savage, and a couple more of the guys that said they was molested, right? And Hassan said he went looking for this boy to kill him. You just got through saying he was gonna kill him from Bambaataa, right? He went looking for the boy to kill the boy, but he found the boy brother. He didn't find him. And so him and the boy brother had a conversation, and he said, my brother stabbed him because he raped him. So we don't know where the brother is either, because it seemed that if I'm running around for 4 years saying where the boy is, somebody in the boy family would have called and said, hey, he was my brother, he was my man, right? And they done killed him. But we can't find nothing about the boy. Star Troy Terrain said he knows about the boy, which is kind of crazy in this day and age of social media where you can find everybody. Star Troy Terrain said he know about the boy. Right. Layla Wells says she know about the boy. I mean, know where the boy at. He's still alive. They know him. They know where he at. Oh, they saying, oh, okay. Now let me ask you this. The ones who said they know where he at, is they against Afrika Bambaataa or are they with him? Layla Wells just put out a whole documentary. Trapped in the Culture is the name of the documentary. I don't care if you go watch it. She has a YouTube page. It's called Layla Wells, and she just dropped a documentary. It's watered down. See, I talked to her and I told her the same thing that I'm telling you all. Right. She didn't heard the audio. She didn't heard the Queens Flip stuff. She know everything that's being talked about now. She took me to court to shut me up, though. Okay. She flagged my page, my YouTube channel. My channel got taken down for about 6 months. Because all of my channels got taken off. What's she taken down for? She flagged some Khalil Money videos. And Khalil Money videos is not a copyright of hers. So that's how I got my pages back, because I told YouTube she don't own no copyright to this man's work. How is that flagging my channel? How is they related? Khalil Money is in a documentary. Okay, so she figured because you had some of his material that it came from her, and though she owned the rights to his name. No. This is stuff that Khalil Money made, put on his website, on his YouTube. I get that. But she flagged you for his material as though she owned the rights to it.
She flagged the material because the material was so damaging that she had to get it down some way.
It was damaging to her documentary.
Damaging to her documentary, damage to her son, damage to Sonetta, Star, and everybody that's Doggy Diamonds, all these people that's been built her son up.
Okay, so
do you remember these people building her son up? Her son came out, he was nothing. I was the first person to interview him, and after I interviewed him, after Sonetta and them got rid of him, I interviewed him.
I know nothing about these interviews and things.
Listen, the interview is on my channel. Okay. Sonetta had Prince York on. Prince York is the son of Malachi Z. York, who is the father, spiritual father of Afrika Bambaataa.
Okay.
So Malachi Z. York, who said sodomy is misinterpreted. Okay. That's what Polite and Seti got to fighting about. Sarasun Seti brought out the documentation saying sodomy was misinterpreted. And he showed men's bumping booties and stuff. And they got to fighting.
Okay.
Trying to clear out the arena. They man take that down and this and that. And it in the conscious community. I ain't never know of a Malachi Z. York. I'm from Arkansas. Born in Chicago, raised there, then sent down here so I wouldn't be gang banging. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting up here watching Sonetta production, and they got Sarasun Seti showing Malachi Z. Work saying that sodomy was misinterpreted. And this is what Malachi Z. York has been teaching.
Right.
So Afrika Bambaataa had been studying under this man.
Right.
That's his spiritual father. So his son, meaning that Malachi Z. York's son, Prince York, who's friends with Sonetta, real good friends.
Okay.
And Bambaataa was together. And Sonetta had him over there doing the propaganda and stuff again, right? He said, do you know what Bam did to her son? Because that whole thing had been on his channel. They did the black news thing when they met outside on 125th and stuff. All of that. Sonetta was deep into it. So he had Prince York over there. And he was asking him, and he said, well, he ain't know nothing about that. I was getting mad. So I called her son up. Her son, do you see what's going on over there on Sonetta TV? He got Prince York, and they just showed a picture of Prince York and Afrika Bambaataa. And Prince York is saying he don't know this and he don't know that. Her son told me, because this the pre-interview, he told me I would kill Sonetta, or he wanted to kill Sonetta, and he would kill Afrika Bambaataa. Right. Now I'm recording this interview, this pre-interview. I'm recording it. I only got the Afrika Bambaataa part, but he told me he would kill Sonetta. I'm like, what? I'm recording this to protect myself because I don't know who this guy is. I wasn't gonna never bring it out.
Right.
So eventually, when he turned on me and started attacking me, see, Sonetta is not the first that he did this to. I'm the first person her son partied up with and then attacked right afterwards because he was hanging with Kevin Gills. He was hanging with Kev Gills, and Kev Gills told him, get the money. This is how he monetized this page and started robbing the community. Start doing the polite stuff, robbing the community.
Okay. So you get all this information and you start the movement. What happened to the boy? When did it start getting attention?
Soon I said it.
Soon you said it.
I created a hashtag. YouTube wasn't even dealing with the hashtags then. I created a hashtag. It was what happened to the boy. My co-workers put the P and 9 R's on it. What happened to the boy? Because I was dealing with the Neptunes. What happened to that boy? Boop, boop. Right. I was dealing with that. So I was like, what happened to the boy? And the movement started. The movement started that day. What happened to the boy hashtag? the P with 9 R's hashtag, and it was blowing up. Everybody was saying it. Everybody, this guy, Country Speculation, he made a video to it. Somebody made a video to it with me standing outside talking stuff and playing a doop doop. What happened to that boy? It was crazy, man. I was like, damn, I done started a movement.
Okay, so you start getting the traction. You steady going hard on them. You steady coming up with information. You doing interviews. Like, what's going on now? Now you got people attention. You talking about what happened to the boy. When do you start seeing a lot of covering up and things and trying to hush you up? The louder you get and the more people starting to take notice.
It happened right after that. Sarnetta did an interview. I think it's up on somebody's channel. Sarnetta did an interview calling me dirty, nasty, stinking, this and that. He see why I'm mad because her son is winning. See, Sarnetta's been playing both sides.
Right. I saw that. I witnessed that a couple times.
Right. So he started attacking me. He was the son #1 watchdog. And then Sarnetta was running with a guy called the RBG Hebrew, Michael Edwards. Now, this guy been stalking me for like 6 years.
Okay.
And so when he started attacking me, Michael Edwards started attacking me. And all these people was turned into killers in the sense that they was trying to kill my career. They was trying to kill me. They was trying to harm me and dirtying up my name on YouTube. If you type in Israel Doctrine and look at my algorithm, you will see Michael Edwards. You will see the videos with Sarnetta and all these people. They call me a child molester. They call me a child molester. They sent me child porn and then sent the police to my establishment.
So they sent you child porn to make it seem like you in child porn and send the police to you, said trying to put you up.
See, Young Pharaoh had a thing in Chicago at the Sabo Museum.
Okay.
So I went to Chicago to go to that, right?
Right.
So I met some people there.
Right.
Now, one of the women that I met there, she's the one that actually sent the child porn to my thing.
Okay.
So her son just did a video saying they sent him child porn. I look at the picture and I said, it's that child porn. I never hit it or nothing. I just said, hey, that's child. And so her son did a video the next day. I did a video and I said, they sent it to me. Somebody sent it to me. And so what happened, I went to work or somewhere. And next thing I know, when I got home, the Cross County Sheriff, the police department was outside my door waiting on me. And I'm like, what's going on? And they said, you received some child porn and stuff. So I gave him my phone, said, look, man, I ain't hit it. I ain't did nothing. And he said, he deleted it and said, ain't nothing to it. And he left. They said the reason they came because they thought it was somebody that was in my neighborhood or in another town or whatever. But, you know, I had nothing to do with that. But that group of individuals, they was doxing me.
Right.
They sending police to my house. Layla Wells' son, she was supposed to go through the sheriff department, told by the judge herself. And like I said, when I was in court, they was arguing over it. She was told she was supposed to send the paperwork by the sheriff. She sent some whatever they call them. She sent some white dude. This white dude was around this town looking for me for 2 weeks. I went to Chicago. They gave me my court date. They found me into the system in Chicago. I come back 2 weeks later. He finally drove up on me, jumped out the car, tried to hit me with some papers. I'm like, I've been to Chicago. I've been served already. Get out of my face, right? She did not report to this man that I've been served, and this man was still running around this town looking through my windows, searching for me. So when I say they was doxing, they was doxing. Khalil Money got my address because when I called the FBI, they asked me for my house, my physical house address. I gave it. This dude cut it out and put it up on his YouTube channel for people to know my location.
Okay, so let me get this right. Okay, so you do the Way of the Boy movement thing and getting a lot of attention and all that. So with that also comes hate. A lot of people don't want you to come find where the boy at. So an actual case got developed around it that you actually had to go to Chicago?
Yes. The woman said I was stalking her. I'm in this very spot. There used to be a couch here. Right. I used to sit here on this couch and do my videos.
Right.
And all of a sudden, in the mail, some paperwork came one day saying, come to court. She told the people, she gave them 3 incidents. They was false. Like I said, I'm doing a documentary. I'm talking about the Kemetic Zulu Moors. That's Bambaataa them. Then I'm talking about the slap case that she put on me, which we talking about now. And then I got a documentary called What Happened to the Boy that I'm doing. So my page is monetized for that. $3.99, $9.99, and $24.99. Right? So I'm getting this information out there, but I done gave people so much for free that the people you see attacking Hassan Campbell are using my arguments, my narratives, my points. Sarnetta don't use nothing but my points on Hassan Campbell, but he stopped asking about the boy. He used to be a part of the What Happened to the Boy movement. He never said he wasn't a part of it no more. So I say he's still a part of it, right? Ron Savage joined the What Happened to the Boy movement. If you go to Israel Doctrine Reloaded, the first video you will see up in the highlights is Ron Savage saying, we need to find this boy. I hope he ain't dead. I hope they haven't killed him. Join the movement. But all of that footage from Star and Sarnetta and everything, the Doggy Diamonds, all this stuff that they done built her son up with, they never played Ron Savage. They never played that. No one has ever played the Ron Savage clip that's on my YouTube right now. If I could, I would like to play it. Could I?
Yeah, you can play it.
So, if you can see it, that's Ron Savage. It's my video right there. Let's hear the audio. Commercial got to go 5 seconds. We're going to skip it.
Hey, what's going on? This is Ronald Savage, a.k.a. Beach Stinger. You know, I've been sitting back, and this is something that I definitely was wondering. And it's always been on my mind. The dude that stabbed Afrika Bambaataa. Where is that boy? What happened to him? Where is he at? This is something that's always been on my mind. I mean, what's going on? I hope that boy is not dead. I hope they didn't kill that boy. I wonder, where is he at? This is Ronald Savage. Let's all get together and join the campaign to find the guy that stabbed Afrika Bambaataa. I swear to God, I hope that boy is still alive. Because it's mighty funny that after I came out, he hasn't came out. Where's that boy, man? What's going on? Yo, we need answers, and we need answers now.
So Ron Savage voiced his feelings about the subject matter. He joined the movement. That's him joining the movement. He made that video pleading for others to join the movement.
In your opinion, let me ask you this. In your opinion, do you believe the boy is still alive?
No. Yeah,
because I find it hard to believe. And then there's social media, the age of social media. Hold on. No, it's kind of different. Yeah, I'm going to say yes and no to this degree. you may not want to come forward on that if you've been molested and touched and you a man. Ain't no telling. So you probably don't want to be tagged if you a man. You know, I'm just saying that's just the bad part.
I hear what you're saying, but I have to rebut it because see, this is what I'm gonna have to do in my documentary and stuff. Because they said Star Troy Terrain, Layla Wells, and all these people, and all these people that's been bigging them up. They said that the boy went to Hot 97 in New York City. Now, Hot 97 ain't no local radio station. So if the boy went to Hot 97 to tell his story, how you gonna say he don't want to tell his story? He afraid now. He wasn't afraid to put a knife in Bambaataa. Ain't nobody else put a knife in Bambaataa. He wasn't afraid. He had big kahunas then. Kaliva Money said the dude is a gay thug. He's a gangster. He looking for Hassan Campbell and Afrika Bambaataa now, trying to get them. So when did he become a frightened person that's afraid to say, this dude was blowing up my battleship, I woke up and stuck him with a knife?
Blowing up your battleship.
So when people say that, because just like you, sitting up here and it's running through your head and you like, he might have been afraid. When? He stuck a knife in him.
No, I'm not.
Another dude, he was going to war. He got out the apartment.
I'm not saying he might have been afraid. What I'm telling you is, when you was a child and you was molested and now you a man, you may not want to, for those who don't know your history or what may have happened to you, you probably don't want that to be known, especially if you got a woman and you got some kids. You ain't trying to let your woman and kids know.
Hassan Campbell comes out and tell y'all that Bambaataa used to blow his battleship up, and he was 36 years old when he told you. So what makes you think a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, somebody that's underage that just got through stabbing a Negro for doing it is afraid now to come out? Ron Savage came out and told you what happened to him. He said he even blew Bam off. So these two guys right here that publicly showed their face and told their stories weren't afraid. But this guy who put knives to him for doing it is totally afraid of telling the people what happened?
No, bro, that don't mean nothing. Again, usually, man, if something happened to you like that when you were young and you were raped and molested as a man, you ain't too quick to want to come public and speak about that if you moved on from that and have wife or children or a woman. You ain't trying to let your sons or your
look some good excuses, bro.
I'm not making up excuses. What I'm telling you is the possibilities that may be why he probably ain't came out
that's a great possibility if he was afraid, but he never showed fear in this whole thing. If he feared for his life or anything, he would not have stabbed Bambaataa.
It's a difference when you in that situation and you fighting for your life, and when you now out of that situation and just want to come clean with it years later. It's entirely different. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying the possibilities of, because here's my thing. In this day era of social media, it ain't really too hard to find somebody. All I'm saying is a possibility of why he probably ain't been found on that or came public on it, because he probably don't want it to be known that I'm the man that was raped or molested if you got kids or a wife now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, the state of New York came out with a perfect example. They were saying the boy didn't want to tell about his stuff and everything because no one could do nothing to convict Bam or do nothing, right? So the state of New York came out with a Victims Act and said if you tell on these people, you could get a financial sum from them. So the head of the Zulu Nation, who got all this 501c3 money. They own 6 of the 7 continents. They all over the world.
Right.
They got big bank. Now, once again, if they giving you or will give you this much money, how afraid are you? You can set your family, your house, your stuff in order if you get $1 million.
That's only if you have the knowledge of that. It ain't really factual. That
You've been told. Everybody in New York know that the Victim Act is passed. Ron Savage is the one that secured the Victims Act and told the community that is going on.
I wouldn't doubt that, but all I'm saying is it's sort of like how a lot of people don't know certain tax breaks they can get, that even though it's been passed and a lot of people heard about it and all the grants that's out here you might could get. Everybody don't know that, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But I definitely see where you're getting at, because I'm like, okay, if that really happened, like everybody's saying, where is the boy? Like, and that's why I asked, you don't believe he actually got out of that apartment building at all, do you?
I believe he was murdered either at the apartment or Hassan and the hitmen's either murdered him. The boy ain't came forth is because the boy is missing. If you knew who the boy was, Hassan Campbell came out calling out victims.
Okay.
He told on every victim that he knew about and felt like telling on. He didn't spare one of them. He called their name out, told what Bam did to him and everything.
He called the boy name out too? They know his real name?
No, he didn't call the boy name out. See, that's why Troy Terrain don't deal with Hassan today. Because Hassan say Star took money from Mickey Benson, Ice-T's manager. Ice-T manager paid Star some money, some hush money.
Allegedly.
This was what Hassan said.
So for protection reasons, I hear you.
Yeah, it's allegedly for this channel and for the
right.
Allegedly, Hassan said he got paid. Right when Star was doing the thing about the boy, him and Hassan was fighting about this. They was fighting about it because I brought that out, but they never talked about it. They both felt some kind of way about it, but they never talked about it. But on that show, when Star was doing the boy name, kind of talk about him and said he not gonna reveal it, Hassan called in.
Okay.
And they talked about that incident.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So how did the FBI get involved? How did they get involved?
Because when Hassan said he wanted to F Kev Gill's children, Kev Gill's wife or whatever, called the feds.
That's the guy you just played, right?
Nah, that's Ron Savage. Kev Gill's is in California.
Okay.
Him and Hassan became buddies. Then Hassan flipped on him and said he wanted to F his children. Polite did a show on it and stuff. Because Sinetta was still attacking Polite. So Polite did a show and say, all y'all conscious community niggas is following Hassan that's talking like this and doing this.
Right.
Because Polite, quote unquote, still is the king of the conscious community. Either him or Young Pharaoh or which one. Everybody trying to wear the crown. It's really my crown, but I don't want the crown. But, you know, so Polite came out and did a video on it.
Okay. And
played the audio. Now, the audio and the video come from me. I'm the one that was up early, and I seen when Hassan did it. So I got the clip and gave it to Kev Gills. Look, you see what this dude said? See, I've been putting in all the work. That's why I said I monetize what I'm finna do now. So anybody can come over there, and then you come up with all these different YouTubers that's talking about Hassan and using my stuff, my intellectual property.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all done took my stuff. I done made y'all millionaires. If you ain't made $1 million, you at least made 50,000.
Okay. So
I done made everybody rich, but none of them make my points about the boy, because that's the thing that would have took Hassan out. Everybody listening now when they saying a 36-year-old said he was gonna kill a victim of Afrika Bambaataa. So this 36-year-old is not a 13-year-old kid that's being molested. He's a grown man that knows exactly what he's doing.
Right. And he said that he wanted to rape some more kids, allegedly.
He said he wanted to rape this other YouTuber's children.
Because they've been going back and forth with each other.
Correct. He said he wanted to rape them children. And that man wife called the FBI, and her son said, I came home and the FBI rushed me with their guns and stuff. My daughter was in the house asleep. I went to the bus stop to get my other daughter, and when I came back into the parking lot, they pulled guns out on me.
I think I saw a clip on that, but I didn't really look into it.
Yeah, he called Sarnetta and told Sarnetta, him and Sarnetta got into it because he was trying to tell the story, and Sarnetta was attacking him.
So this brother publicly came on a platform saying he wanted to rape children, and he got a big following too.
Man, he got 300K.
So he got 1,000 followers that heard him talking about he wanted to rape kids, and damn, this the community we live in, man. They support a lot of that type of stuff.
That's that Black Power community.
Well, over here too, because they show protecting the rapists over here too. But,
yeah, Chris Unbiased. I know him. I did a show on him, and then all the battle rappers, bloggers and stuff came over into my chat. I'm like, what y'all doing over here?
Right. And try to come at me for talking about it too. He raped 2 young black girls, allegedly. He got 6 charges: rape, kidnap, sodomy, theft on 2 young black girls, and they be going hard for him. But this the era we live in. When you popular, man, it don't matter, man. When you popular.
Hassan told you. See, Hassan is aware. He said they protecting Bam. I told him Bam raped me, and they mad at me. They want to protect Bam. So I tell you what, I'm going to tell them I killed this boy and see where they try to kill this boy and see where they protect me. And then what would you know? They start protecting them.
So the feds ain't have nothing to do with you.
No, had nothing. What happened was look, let me finish because I'm gonna finish on my channel one day. But let me tell this audience over here so y'all can come and at least spend $3.99, help me out because they've been sapping my money. But anyway, Hassan Campbell got rushed by the feds because of that incident saying he wanted to sleep with them children. So Hassan put up a card. This is the Fed card. See this? They left 2 cards with me. They told me I'm good and this and that. We buddies. Him and the feds is buddies. He said they talked to him. And then when he went over to Sarnetta's, Sarnetta had the same 2 cards. You see these cards? The feds left them with her son. So I'm saying to myself, her son called you and told you the feds came to his house. So how did you get the same 2 cards that he got? You hear what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell had 2 Federal Bureau of Investigation cards from from them guys.
Okay.
Sarnetta had the same 2 cards later on that night, talking about, look, the feds, I'ma call them. Sarnetta called them first. I called them. I most definitely called them. But Sarnetta called them first. They didn't answer because it was at night. So what I did, I had the number off the cards because the cards was on the camera and I seen the numbers. So I called the numbers, right, to talk to them because they already been to her son's house. They didn't pick up. An operator picked up. So once the operator picked up, I said, yeah, I want to report Hassan Campbell for threatening to kill me. Sarnetta wife, Sarnetta children. Because he did it. He threatened to kill the witness protection DJ K. Slay Raider. He said he going to Colorado to get him too. Now, to me, that's just a vain threat, but I sleep with my shit at night. I don't take vain threats. I take every threat serious when you're talking about my life.
Okay.
So I told the feds that, but the first thing I played was for the feds was that audio that I just played here today. So the Federal Bureau of Investigation heard the audio of him saying Bam gave him a picture so he can kill the boy. That's the first thing they heard. That's the first thing I played them. Then I talked to him about him saying he wanted to kill me, Sarnetta, Khalil Money, Sarnetta wife, Sarnetta children, and basically people that had joined the movement. Because Khalil Money was a part of the movement. Ron Savage was a part of the movement. The writer for Vice magazine was a part of the movement. All these people had joined my movement. So what happened is the Trapped in the Culture documentary that this woman paid, what, 50,000, 45 or whatever, crying on Sinetta about it, was in danger because everybody was flocking to me. I had the hottest shit on the internet. What happened to the boy is the hottest shit on the internet. And everything else is a copy of it because they seen me create this movement. And they like, right now it's going on 4 years. So this is the longest running movement on YouTube.
Look at this comment right here somebody put. What you think of it?
Yeah. They see what happened is, and this is later Wells' fault. But see, Khalil Money, Sinetta, and all these people knew this woman was finna take me to court. But they didn't tell that woman to man down. They didn't tell us. Her son knew it. And what was gonna come out in the in court was what happened to this boy movement. Because I'm gonna say that's why she's attacking me. She's attacking me because I made a movement and I'm gonna do a documentary that's gonna destroy her documentary. Because she won't ask for the boy. She started in 2016 with Ron Savage. She don't go to 2013. And that's her fault. Because I came to her and said, hey, her son, what we gonna do? And she like, I went to Star. Star said, hey, well, he was playing it off. Everybody played it off. No one wanted to harm Hassan Campbell because he was the star of Trapped in the Culture. A $45,000 to $50,000 movie that was finna come out. It was gonna go to Netflix or it was gonna go somewhere. They even said that it was the movie that was supposed to promote the child victim acts in New York.
Okay, so go ahead.
So what people don't know is they had a woman that was tied to the Roman Catholic Church stuff in the documentary. Marcy Hamilton, I believe her name. She got a organization called Child Something, but she deal with children and stuff. She was in the movie. I got in contact with her and was trying to let her know that her son said he was gonna kill this boy. She wouldn't even talk to me, but she's a lawyer. She's a big time lawyer. She's been standing by Ron Savage. I've been talked to all the major players and they closed their ears. I don't want to hear nothing you say. Her son killed the boy, or Bam killed the boy, or what happened to the boy. We don't care what happened to the boy. We got a political agenda, and if you get in our way, we gonna step on you because you just cockroach.
Okay, so what did the feds say? If they still investigating it, did they close it out? Like, what did the feds say?
Well, see, that's the whole thing. When she put this case on me, then it tried to disannul everything that I did with calling the feds. She know I called the feds, but when she put this case on me, it's like he's a stalker. What he said ain't true. Don't worry about him. But soon that case came up off me, then it proved that I ain't a stalker and that I need to be heard. I don't know what's going on. Did they call me or talk to me, and I don't want to talk to them. Just go get her son for the things he said out of his own mouth on YouTube. Didn't they just go to a 2-time Casanova or whatever?
Right.
They put the dude from Philly in jail for stuff he did on the internet? Well, why her son do what he do, and he ain't went to jail?
Okay, let me ask you this question. So, have Afrika, Bambaataa came out and said anything why so many people going back and forth about his story from Sinetta, Hassan, you?
No. If you go to Israel Doctrine and look for a Khalil Money video, I don't know what it is, but me and him talk. And what happened was a brother by the name of Shamir Bey. He be over there on Sinetta TV too, right? Shamir Bey, he be with Taj Tariq Bey. These the Bays, these are the Moors, the Bebe kids, the Moors, right? Remember, Zulu Kemetic Moors. So, Afrika Bambaataa is good friends with what I just forgot his name. Sharif Bey, or whatever his name is, right? Now him and Khalil Money supposed to have a phone call. So I played the audio of me and Khalil talking about this phone call he had with him. He said, Afrika Bambaataa said, why don't you and Khalil quit? Because he watched what's going on. He see what's going on. He watched. He said, we need to stop. He telling Khalil Money this. And then he tell Khalil Money he gonna try to get him an interview with Afrika Bambaataa. But Afrika Bambaataa ain't came out and spoke. All these years, people dirtying up his name. Me, to be exact. But he ain't said one word.
Have any other victims came out on him, or is other people just saying?
Man, it's about 20 or 30 of them people. I don't know how many it is, but Star and Layla Wells then had them all in the documentary and on his channel.
Oh, the actually real people coming out, and
they never showed their face and they never gave their name, but they showed the body and said that Afrika Bambaataa molested them.
What about them saying KRS-One was defending Afrika Bambaataa or something like that? What's the story behind that?
Well, KRS just went stupid. Some people came at him and he ran with it. You know, he said, hey, that's Bambaataa business. Whatever Bambaataa doing, it shouldn't affect hip-hop. Because when you take the guy that came up with the term hip-hop, Afrika Bambaataa,
right?
He came up with the term hip-hop. When you go at him, you go at hip-hop. And what KRS-One doing with the temple of hip-hop is protecting hip-hop. He like, hey, look, don't get the effing with hip-hop. You can go at Bam or do whatever, but if you F with hip-hop, then you're going to have to deal with KRS-One.
Okay.
Because he's the teacher of hip-hop.
So at the least, how many people they saying that this man actually raped or molested, allegedly?
It's no telling, because the thing is, ain't no victims came out and took him to court.
Right.
That's why they extended. See what this pandemic did? It closed the courts in New York.
Right.
And when the courts was closed, you can't go and file no complaints and stuff. So all the ones that fell up under the Child Victim Act that could have went and did it, they didn't do it. So what they did, they extended it. So where Bambaataa could be off right now, if they didn't come out with the Child Victim Act, he wouldn't have no problem. They came out with it though. Now all his victims have to show. They don't want to show though. You see with R. Kelly, all them women went got on Surviving R. Kelly. They came out. They started telling their stories.
Which launched the federal indictment.
But Afrika Bambaataa victims don't do that. They're afraid.
Because most of them is men.
Man, look, they came on there and said they 36 and 30, whatever their ages was. And they told what Bambaataa did. They just didn't show their face. If you go to a courtroom, I'm not going to be there. I don't think I'm going to be there, you know, unless y'all finance it. I go up there and report it. I ain't got no money, though. I'm working right now trying to get some money to fight against this stuff that's going against me. I got a whole internet mob after me. I did a lecture, the stalking and what is it? The stalking and profiling of the Israelite male. Because I say I'm an Israelite, right? The stalking and the profiling of the Israelite male. And ever since I did that lecture, I have been stalked and profiled on the internet by different individuals. Sarnetta and Michael Well was like number one, number two.
So what is your okay? So where's Sarnetta standing at right now in this situation? Where he at right now?
He just want to make some money off of his son's name. Whenever it get boring over there, he put a son up. But he has a cousin named Shap that he went lied to, and the brother got on the internet and say me and him got beef. and he want to handle what with me. So you know they got this little boxing match thing going on in the community now.
So what about yeah, I heard about that. So what did young Pharaoh say about the situation? Did he touch on it?
Nah, he never touched on it. He know not to touch on it.
Why?
Because he implicated in it. I went to Chicago. The woman that studied me the child porn was sent by him. And the people that called from state to state and everything and did all this doxing and stuff that they did and sent the police to my house and all of that. All of these people are indicated. Different states. They broke laws. They lied. You know what I'm saying? These people do. I'm someone you don't want to touch or mess with. You know what I'm saying? All these people said, don't touch him, don't mess with him, leave him alone. Everybody then abandoned me. All the people that used to come in the chat and steal my information, they don't come to the chat no more.
What did Brother Polite say about this situation?
Polite ain't got nothing to say. Polite out there getting money. He riding around with trannies getting money.
With trannies?
Yes. See,
he got caught with some trannies?
Yeah, he started the whole tranny gate thing.
What you mean he started?
Polite came out. They came out and said Polite was in with a tranny in his little dust bucket, whatever.
So
and after that, everybody started showing up with trannies.
Wait. So some people saw him with some trannies, then they came on the internet talking about it.
Right. And then after that,
actually footage of him being caught with a tranny for real?
Yeah. I don't know how much the battle community, because I know they mess with Polite. He used to mess with B-Dot and all of that and stuff. But I don't know how much the battle community seen him with the tranny. But Polite, the first one that started with the tranny gate.
So not the man with 4 wives. He like men too? That's crazy.
Well, he had a tranny in the car with him and dancing outside his car. That don't mean he slept with him or nothing, but I don't hang with trannies.
Dancing outside his car like type stuff.
The tranny was busting it. Everybody know what the busted thing about now. Is it
taking his nuts and balls, because that's what it was, nuts and balls. In the car with him. Terrible. How old is this?
It's a couple years old, but brother, look, when I reached out to you on Facebook and you seen Carl Albert, the host of Israel Doctrine, didn't know it was who they call Israel Doctrine. I was trying to bring you this.
I'm still gonna blog on it. I'm finna find that damn information. As much as he be talking crazy, who don't let me find let me find out this truth. What? Oh, and he the leader of the conscience community. Wait, hold on. What's Sonetta say about that?
Hey, man, all this stuff don't get talked about because ain't nobody brave enough to talk.
I'm brave enough to talk about it.
I came in the conscious community trying to destroy the conscious community.
Why?
They knew it, but they didn't know it. See, I used to fight against the Ra Squad, all these different people. I debated Dr. Mayat, who is nothing but a known snitch in the community. Young Pharaoh brought that out. They were trying to take young Pharaoh to jail, do all that stuff. All that they tried to do to young Pharaoh and didn't succeed, I was the next victim.
That's crazy.
But see, young Pharaoh then blew up. Everybody, it's the same thing. Sonetta blew them up. Sonetta act like I'm gonna bring battle truth over and let him battle Polite. I ain't gonna let Carl argue with Polite.
He got smoked already, so it didn't matter. I beat him.
You see what I'm saying? Instead of having me in stuff and doing stuff, he go get other people and then try to make me jealous. Cause he called me one night. That audio out there too. He called me one night. It was about 12 o'clock. I was making him bow down, making him saying he was sorry and everything, right? He called me one night, like 1 o'clock his time, 12 my time, asking me to submit to suck his dog dick so I can blow up.
Who said that?
Sonetta.
He told you to suck his dogs?
He said, suck my dog dick and I get you so many subscribers and stuff. So this the type of shit that niggas do when it comes to me. They hate my guts, man.
That's crazy.
But see, I just didn't want to pour this on you. But I was like, let me hook up with this brother because he's similar to me. The only difference is you put on a roll and had a gap.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang it now.
So you was beating up the battle community. I was beating up the conscious community.
What God sent me to, brother. He sent you to that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm beating up the conscious community, you beating up the battle community, and I'm like, well, let me see if I can hook up with him.
That's crazy. Dude got caught with a tranny, like, and that's on the internet. Tranny busting it. I got.
Don't look it up now, because please don't play it on this. It might destroy the whole video. But people in the comment section talking about take it down. You gonna take this down?
I bet. I don't know what I ended up doing. Hold on. I got to see this, man.
Brother, question. Yeah. Are you gonna take this interview now?
What interview?
This interview.
Am I gonna do what?
People in your comment section, because I was looking, talking about, nah, don't leave this video up. Don't leave it
up. Why should I? Why would I take it down? I did it so it could be up. It's live now. They own it. So, well, how you think they got on it? Why would I take it down for?
I don't know. It's just it's the people in your chat room. Like I told you, they come with propaganda. They said the truth. But I know the truth. They telling the truth.
Right. Look, I know a little. Right. I know a little about it. So when you were talking, you opened up some of the things. I don't know it in full and depth like you did, but I know some of it enough to follow you on it and be like, okay, I know how to connect the dots. I definitely know how to connect the dots. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, I guess this 2-cent guy over here. Take this down. I want to protect the son. Take this down. I mean, you won't be nothing but another conspirator keeping him up with 35K, letting them rob the people in the community. You down for that?
Say that last part again.
If you took this down and not allowed people to hear this, you would be another person that conspired for the well-being of Hassan Campbell.
I don't even know nothing about no damn Hassan Campbell, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And even if I did, hey, it is what it is. He got to talk to you about that. I'm just covering the story. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. You got a couple crazy fans up in there. I don't know if they your people or they coming over here just to try to corrupt the system.
No big deal. That's terrible. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
I would get me or my mods to block that person. You don't need to be here. You can watch it if you want to, but if you're trying to promote not to allow the video to stay up, for what? Who's hiding stuff? I'm not hiding anything.
Right. Okay, so
you want to protect the Zulus, the Kemetics, and the Moors because you're a Zulu, a Kemetic, or a Moor? Man, get out of here.
Have Sarnetta covered this? I got to get Sarnetta on here to hear his story. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to get him on here. Matter of fact, I might get him on here next. Why not him?
Sarnetta ain't going to talk about this.
Yes, he is.
Sarnetta said, I'm running, man. I don't want to.
Sarnetta going to come over here and talk about this. I bet you that. For real.
He need to, because what he need to do, he need to show the world that he's against me and that he's going to try to corrupt the message that I put out there.
He need to show the world he against you?
Yeah. Because if he do it and he don't verify, and I was on Tommy Sotomayor's show, right? When I called the feds, Tommy Sotomayor wanted to interview me.
Okay.
Because I already had been over there a couple Christmas ago or whatever. Everything was cool. But he didn't want to deal with me no more because I had the brother from Chicago, Minister Jack. I had him on my show. We was talking about drill music and how it was bad for the community and stuff, and people didn't really understand what drill was all about.
Right.
Smoking on stuff and doing, you know. So right. Tommy Sotomayor seen I had him on my show. So he said he gonna stop dealing with me. Said you had Minister Jap on your show, and I don't like Minister Jap. We don't get along. Why you do it? I ain't messing with you no more. So me and Tommy Sotomayor never talked again. Sarnetta got him on the phone. Told him, hey, this dude over here, he done called the feds and stuff and some in the video. So Tommy called me, Sarnetta called me and say, Tommy, want to interview you. I said, cool. We set it up, right? So I go over there and we talk about me calling the feds on Tommy Sotomayor's show. So what him and Sarnetta set up was he called the feds because his son said something about his dead mama. So I called the feds on her son because he said something about my dead mama. That's what they wanted to promote. Oh, you just mad at his son because he talked about your mama. So you call the feds on him. It was like, I couldn't call the feds because he, as y'all heard, said he wanted to kill the boy for Afrika Bambaataa. That could not possibly be the reason I called the feds. That's not the reason I called the feds, right? Sarnetta, Tommy Sotomayor. Then he had Sarnetta over after that.
Okay, why is all them against you? Why you believe everybody? Is anybody supporting you?
Yes, it's a couple people that had already joined the What Happened to the Boy.
I'm talking about like people that know, like Sarnetta big but don't support you. Hassan Campbell big but don't support you. I'm saying anybody supporting you that's actually have a voice in this, social media era.
Ain't you supporting it right now?
Definitely. If it's children been raped and molested and things like that, and it's a body missing again.
All I need is a couple few. I don't need big numbers. I don't need 300K.
Right.
I'm going to grind it out Negro anyway. If I'm in a fight, you might be winning the first round, but about time the fight over with, I done got your eyes out. I done did some everything to you. You know what I'm saying? I win. It don't matter how you win. It's just you come out at the end. It's not the fight. It's the fight within. It's not the fight. So when I put the work on the outside, they say, oh, it wasn't no punk. That nigga stood there and stood his ground. So I don't need everybody. When everybody flipped against me, I said, it's cool. Her son gonna get big one day. Everybody gonna know about her son. And then when I play this audio and stuff, then I'm gonna be big. Because they're gonna say, that Negro has what it takes to take down that Negro.
But is it about just taking down people? Is it about just standing up for the truth and what's right and wanting to see justice on these young people that were being molested and raped? Is it more so much about
the simplicity of it? But it's not that simple no more. When you'd have had 4 years of telling everybody that her son was gonna kill the boy, her son wasn't a victim, her son was a willing participant in everything that he know about. And he been a willing participant since he was 13. He say he love Bam and stuff. And everybody like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Her son, our man.
Okay.
Then what it's about? It's about waking everybody up to what her son is doing. And if I don't wake everybody up, the ones that wake up and say, this brother here is telling us the real shit, that we go against them.
Okay,
What?
let me ask you the question. You said that you came to the conscious community to destroy it.
Yep.
On what grounds? What do you mean to destroy it? Like destroy it like how?
Well, number one, I'm an Israelite. I'm anti-Hebrew Israelite. So the conscious community is full of Hebrew Israelites lying and running government ops to get people to hate Israelites. Because people don't think it's a difference between a Hebrew Israelite and an Israelite.
I thought the content community had a few Israelites in there, but for the most part, it wasn't full of Israelites. I thought it was full of like 5%ers and
Hebrew. Listen to the term Hebrew Israelites.
right.
Kazariak is an Israelite or a Hebrew Israelite?
You said what?
Kazariak. You
What?
debated Kazariak. Do you think he a Hebrew Israelite or Israelite?
I don't know which one he was. Which one was he? A Hebrew Israelite?
Hebrew Israelite. Daniela.
Okay.
Do you think he an Israelite or a Hebrew Israelite?
I don't know who that is.
Ashar. Nasi Yashavel. Divine Prospect. All of them are Hebrew Israelites. They had the Hebrew war machine. The Hebrew war machine made all the Hebrew Israelites, Christian and everything, get Sadnetta polite $1 million. Probably not that on the phone.
Okay. All right. So you wanted to go over there to destroy it to prove that there's a difference between being an Israelite and being a Hebrew Israelite.
No, brother, look, I'm for real. I'm not for fake.
Okay.
Like me and my nephew got into it because he did something, and I was like, "What's that? That ain't Israelite. That shit said Hebrew or something on it." And then he like, "Well, that's your fight. That ain't my fight." But if I'm stating facts, then why is it just my fight? If I say the God of Israel named his people after him, and his name is Israel, then why is other people putting other terminology on the God of Israel name? That's the simplicity of my argument with Hebrew Israelites. The God of Israel name is Israel, and he named his people after him, Israel. Why y'all adding other stuff to it? Who did it, and why y'all following them? Like you could say Christmas and try to verify Christmas, but Christmas is pagan, man. How you gonna tell me when I know? See, I'm in the know. Most people ain't in the know, so they'll give excuses and they'll follow the lie. But once you know and you spit the facts, and then you figure the other person know, you say, well, why are you holding on to the bull crap? Like my family, I tell them I don't eat pork. The Bible said don't eat pork. Is this a fact or not? And you're gonna tell me somebody told you that ain't God that you can eat pork. Well, that's cool. Eat it then. I'm not gonna argue with you no more. I told you what God said. You said to hell with it. Then you go to hell with that mentality. So when I came,
you believe God sent people to hell for eating pork?
The Bible said he gonna kill everybody that eat pork when he get back. When he come back and you been eating pork or rats or whatever you eat that's abominable.
So you believe that God will kill people? Okay, that's a different topic.
We'll deal with that if you want to debate. Now we
need to debate and talk about that, because you're not going to find that nowhere recorded in the New Testament. And not only that, God ain't that petty like that. It was a reason why he said things that's not being spoken properly.
Okay, let's deal with Hassan though, because
he didn't only say you can't eat pork. He named a lot of things you couldn't eat neither, and people leave out a lot of what he named, and it was a reason why he named all those things too, though. But
we can have a reasonable debate. No
doubt. I would like that. And with that being, let me ask you this question: do you look at Jesus as being an Almighty, Most High God?
Jesus and his fathers are equal.
Okay, so he is also Most High God, Almighty, right?
Jesus and his Father is equal. Jesus, listen. This is my statement. Okay. Jesus is our God, our Lord, our Father. Yet he is the Son of his God, his Father, and his Lord. They both carry the same titles. Okay, one is just known as the Father, and one is known as the Son.
I get you. I'm with you. I totally agree on what you just said. I'm in total agreement with you on that. So yeah, I agree with you on that. We ain't too far from each other, you know. So yeah, I totally agree on that. So anything else before we close this out? We 2 hours in. Anything else you want to touch on?
I would like to just give my social media handles. Instagram.
Wait, hold on, because I did want to say something else too. So you were naming what you say, something like $3.99, $29. What is all that?
Well, I've monetarized the movement. So I don't talk about it in public like this. You wanted the interview, so I gave it to you.
So you also protect it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they come over there and get anything, they paid for it. Meaning you bought that. You wanted it, and I sold it to you, or whatever.
Where they gotta go. And I'm gonna also put the description of that inside this description, so y'all can click the link and go over there if you wanted to find out more about this. But
let me get my social media links and explain about that. My social media links is Twitter, Israel Doctrine, Instagram, Israel Doctrine, Facebook, Israel Doctrine. So Israel Doctrine. I'm the only one use that term. I have it trademarked and everything. If you use my term, like I got to clean up the internet. Because since I've been on this, people has been slandering the term Israel Doctrine when my name is called Labert. Israel Doctrine is the word of God, but they put Israel Doctrine because they call me by my channel name. But anyway, Israel Doctrine is my handle. I'm the only one with permission. That's my trademark. You will be contacted if you use my trademark, but it's cool. You got to contact me and I'll let you use it. But that's how you find me on social media. Hashtag Israel Doctrine. If you put Israel Doctrine in, you find me, right? On YouTube, I have a channel called Israel Doctrine Reloaded. I started that because they attacked my Israel Doctrine channel, so I had to create another channel. Israel Doctrine Reloaded is monetized now. It's monetized to get information about this subject. What happened to the boy? Not Hassan Campbell, but what happened to the boy? It's the subject matter. It's a documentary, but everything goes along with the documentary. So for $3.99, you get the startup package. You get whatever videos I make for the members only, and you get the conversation about the Zulu Kemetic Moors, Malachi York and the Zulu Kemetic Moors. For $9.99, you get an extra level up. You get to hear about the slap case. You learn about the 3 lies that she told the Chicago courts. You learn what went on in the courts. Excuse me. Oh, and you learn why she dropped the case and what a slap case is, because most people never heard of a slap case. I never heard of a slap case. A strategic lawsuit against public participation. Meaning that if you get on this internet or anywhere and start talking about a public matter, you can get a slap brought against you because it's strategic and it's a lawsuit against your public participation in the conversation. I didn't know nothing about that. When I started learning and using this terminology and stuff, she said, this dude ain't no dummy. And I'm finna leave him alone, because if I don't leave him alone, just like Jason Smollett had false statements about who beat him up and all that stuff. Chicago could have brought a case against him. The same thing. I could have brought a case against her once we found out that she was lying and brought this bull crap. So you learn about that at $9.99. That's an addition to the membership videos that I do and the Zulu Kemetic Moors. So you get the Zulu Kemetic Moors, the slap case, and just basic videos. $24.99, which I haven't really started on right now, is the documentary of what happened to that boy. This is a documentary that goes directly against Trapped in the Culture. I done forced her to take the European, the whites, out of her documentary. The people that have money and stuff and this and that she don't want to get no lawsuits and stuff. She done took them out of her documentary. She just put forth a little audio preview of the documentary. Not no visuals. She put it out there on her channel. I told you where the channel is and where to go see it. Blow it up. But you're going to see that this is what they was about to give y'all. The public, she robbed the public. She said, donate to me. I done lost $45,000 to $50,000. Donate to me so I can get my money back. So the public has donated to her, still donate to her, and she's making money off of this false information that she's putting out there. Trump said it. The Pope said it. This is false media. This is false news that they're putting out there about Afrika Bambaataa, because no one is saying he could have killed the boy. And if he didn't kill the boy and the boy made it out the apartment, he put a hit out on the boy. But nobody in the community is talking about this. I'm the only one. They might come through here tonight and shoot me up. Then it's dead, it's gone. But if you spend your money and support me, then I can buy more protection, or I can leave this house. It'll forever be mine, but I can leave this house and move somewhere else so they won't just roll up and kill me. But hey, either way it go, I die for what I believe in, and I believe in this cause. And if you believe in it, you will come over and support and help me fight it. Because I'm tired of getting it away free. All these YouTubers that have attacked her son has been using my intellectual property. All of them. All of them, no lie. All of them. Kev Gills did that because I was up and I watched her son say he wanted to F them children. And I gave him that information, and it went out there polite. Everybody use my information. But hey, people, suffer for righteous sake. That's what the Bible say. And I've been righteous through this whole thing. I've been righteous. So if you want to support righteousness and you want to battle the truth, like battle truth thing, if you want to battle the truth, then just get on their side. But if you want to help the truth, you know what side you need to be on. But that's it, brother.
Okay. So that being said, I appreciate having you on, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we definitely gonna set some things up in dialogue, have some dialogue, speak on some things. Appreciate having you on, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. And I think the rest of the world for tuning in and getting the information, because maybe you'll take the information and tell a brother, a cousin, a sister and stuff.
Already on here. Like, I mean, it's already on here. And the thing about it is, I know it's gonna get some more press and things like that, so people are gonna be talking.
Yeah, because these same conscious community people has leaked over into the battle community.
No
Y'all
doubt.
know that when Polite debated the white Jew, Harry Rosenberg, who I interviewed and all that, I've been around all this stuff. That Mac and Beasley was right there.
Okay.
Smack and Beasley was right there. Smack, Beasley, and Sinetta has partnership. Star Troy Terrain said, hey, look, they need to be sued, and he is the head Negro in charge, trying to bring about a lawsuit against them and stuff. Because the battle community is worth some money now.
Okay.
But I don't talk about the battle community. I leave that up to Battle Truth.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna hit you later, big bro. Appreciate you coming on, man. Yeah.
All right, peace.
You too. That's my guest, y'all. Again, it's your boy Battle Truth, man. I don't know, man. That's something. I definitely gonna look into a little bit more of that, man. I know I'm late. Y'all been telling me like, oh, you late. You know, I've been knowing the brother for a couple of years. He'll call me every now and then, check up on me, make sure I'm okay. He called me yesterday. We were talking, and you know, I invited him to come on, tell his story of what's going on and his movement that he do. You know, I don't know. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Deuces. I'm out of here, man.